I used to find this thing very funny yet embarrassing about myself. I lived my whole life being myself. I had so many experiences. I did so many unique activities in my life. But the moment if somebody asks me, tell me about you or introduce yourself, my brain will literally delete all the experiences, all the activities, and go in a blank mode and say something absolutely rubbish. I remember my first tutorial in the university when it was just a small group setting, maybe approximately 20 students in the class. Tutor asked everyone that let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. When it was my turn, do you know what I said? I said, my name is Omkar, I'm from India, and I'm studying in this university. Just 3 absolutely rubbish sentences. Later, when my turn was gone, I realized that, oh, I should have said this thing, oh, I could have said that thing, made it more of my personality, made it more confident to show my, let's say, unique style. But you know what happens is most of the people, whenever a spotlight come on them or whenever they're asked to speak, their brain goes into survival mode and they just speak bare minimum and just get it over. They fail to produce their personality, they fail to reflect their values, they fail to reflect just more clarity to that question. So whenever somebody asks you, tell me about yourself, it's not a life story question. If you have a unique structure, it will make the answer more interesting. A simple framework that I started using later in my life was PPF, past, present, and future. Talk about your past, where you have come from, what you have done. Present is tell them about what you're working on currently or what is driving you currently. And future is what you're working towards or what's your goal in life or in, like, let's say, a short significant amount of time. You don't have to talk about what's your goal in 50 years. It depends on the environment. It depends on if you're giving an introduction in your class, an introduction in a networking event. But this technique, PPF, past, present, and future, it works everywhere. You could be giving your introduction in a class setting, a networking event, in an interview, or even to a newly met friend. And if I knew this technique when it was my first tutorial in university and somebody would have asked me, introduce yourself or tell me about yourself, I would have said something like this. Hi, my name is Omkar. I have done my undergrad from India in mechanical engineering. I'm currently pursuing Masters of Mechanical Engineering from University of Melbourne. And I'm really interested in how things work, how renewable energy can help world make the better place. And I'm really interested to use these techniques into solving real world problems. You see, it's completely different. Just adding a few extra sentences using this past, present, and future technique makes me reflect my personality more, makes the answer more clear, and make me come off as a confident speaker. Let's flip the side and let's say this is an interview question. Somebody would have asked me, introduce yourself in an interview perspective. I would have said, hi, my name is Omkar. I finished Masters of Mechanical Engineering from University of Melbourne. Currently, I'm working part-time in a company assisting project manager to develop new products. In future, I'm aiming to work and lead a team of 5 to 10 people, develop my own products, and work as a project manager. Did you see the difference? I'm not only talking about myself, I'm talking about my goals, I'm talking about my personality and those kind of things. And obviously this past, present, and future can be elaborated if you're talking for more than a minute or so. But the underlying principle is still the same. If you want the template of, let's say, an elaborate introduction to yourself, comment template on this video. And if I get 10 comments, I'll make a detailed video of how should you introduce yourself in a longer setting, or if you have to present yourself for a longer amount of time. I hope this helps. Give this technique a try. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.